Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
As well, this is major cause for concern. And these aren't just small records being broken. This is like a Usain Bolt shattering the world record type of situation we've got ourselves in. And what's even scarier, as explained really well by Investopedia, much of the national debt is made up of relatively short-term instruments. So a spike in rates would act like an adjustable rate mortgage after the teaser period ends. If the U.S. government struggled to afford its interest payments, foreign creditors could dump the dollar and trigger a collapse. Man, we are pretty doom and gloom. Hey, Nick.
Now, Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, it say, for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. And so, money is a defense or a protection. Some translations say it's a protection. And a protection meaning you are safe. You are safe when your money is on point. But when your money crash, then you're not safe. Okay? And that goes into 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, starting at verse 3. It says, for when they say peace and safety, when do they say that? When the money system is perfect. When the money system is running smoothly. You see, the money system is what's bringing the peace and safety. The money system is what's bringing protection to the people. And then it says, then sudden destruction come upon them. That's when the money system crash. See, the money system is going to crash suddenly. Okay? And it's crashing on purpose. Now, when you go into Psalms 73, let's see, starting at verse 5, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So they're not in trouble because their money, see, the money system is running correctly. Look at verse 3. It says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. See, they prospering with their money system. See, they buying stocks and bonds, and they investing their money, and everything running smooth. Their dollar is doing good in the world. It's a global currency. Everything is doing good. They're not in trouble like other men. The money is protecting them. See? Look at verse 12. It says, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. See, the ungodly was saying peace and safety because their money system was running good. They was not in trouble like other men. See, because their money was their protection. Their money was their defense for the trouble that would have came to them. I think I want 15 and 10. No, no, no. I'm thinking it might be 10 and 15. 10 and 15. There it is. It says the rich man's wealth is his strong city, and destruction of the poor is their poverty. So when it says they're going to be saying peace and security, peace and security is the rich man's strong city. That's where he is getting his peace and security, through his money system. See, his wealth, the rich man's wealth, is his strong city. His wealth is where his protection, is where his peace and safety is coming from. But when he loses that, then he's going to have destruction. When he loses his money system, then destruction is going to come upon him suddenly. You see? Now, I think it's 18:10. Let's get that. Verse 18:10, 18 and 11, Salakia. It said the rich man's wealth is his strong city, as an high wall is in his own conceit. So now this wealth is a high wall, protected him, Salakia. It's a high wall protecting him. Look at verse 12. It says, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility. So he's haughty. That's why he's so proud, because of his money system, his wealth, his riches. He's become proud because he's been safe. He's been secure. See, destruction haven't came upon him because he's been so safe. Okay, let's get some more on this video.
Man, we are pretty doom and gloom. Hey, Nick, maybe that one YouTube comment was right. No, he's wrong. Now, all of this, everything we just talked about, is what may have the world start looking for an alternative, which is what the World Economic Forum is starting to do. So in this video, we're going to talk about what this looks like for us moving forward, and also how it ties in with Agenda 2030, the Great Reset.
And we know what this alternative is when you look at Revelation chapter 13. And if you don't know, now you know. And if you know, you know.
Analysts have been warning of the dollar's impending doom. Collapse of the U.S. dollar. Now, the first question I think any reasonable human being would ask is, well, why does the dollar crash even matter? And how would that look like for us? Well, I want you to take a look at this photo. And no, you're not going crazy. That's an actual $1 trillion bill. Now, granted, it's 1 trillion Zimbabwe dollars, and it's backed by the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, which doesn't really mean anything. But you see, Zimbabwe experienced one of the most extreme cases of what high inflation will do to a country's economy. And with Zimbabwe, we saw two things that are most likely going to happen if a currency continues to lose its purchasing power. The first being the cost of living skyrocketing. Now, at this point, I'm not talking about $5 for a gallon of gasoline, or having the dollar store become the $1.25 store. To give you an idea, a loaf of bread in Zimbabwe currently costs 10 million Zimbabwe dollars. But if the dollar were to collapse, it would potentially be significantly worse for us, especially considering when it comes to global trade, we've kind of been spoiled over the recent decades. And this is because our dollar has been the reserve currency in a global economy, meaning we're able to purchase exports cheaper than other countries because everything revolved around our dollar. And with our exports being cheaper, we were able to drive relative consumer prices lower and lower. But obviously, our dollar losing value and demand and being replaced by, a centralized banking digital currency backed by the International Monetary Fund, well, that's certainly not good for the cost of living for us here in the United States. And at the end of the day, us, the hardworking American citizens, are the ones that are going to pay. And with that said,
going to pay. Okay, now let's get this. When you go into, let's see here. When you go into 2nd Esdras 6 and 22. Okay. Now remember, 1 Thessalonians said suddenly, 6 and 22 is saying suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at verse 24, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So this is why when this money system fell and crashed, suddenly the stores is gonna have high prices, like in Zimbabwe. See, loaf of bread being $10 million. That's how this dragon is gonna crash and burn before his total destruction. You see, because man, 1 Thessalonians, let's go back to that. That's a powerful verse. And let's break it down all the way. It say, for when they say, who is they? The nation of Edom, the so-called white man, the EU, the European Union. See, their kingdom that they're running, the white man's world. See, that's who they is. And there's no such thing as a white person. These people are Edomites. They got a long history of fighting with King David, serving King David. See, they have a whole kingdom starting at Petra, below Israel. They was the twin brother of Jacob, the Israelites. They was the one who was going to embody wickedness on the earth. That's Malachi 1 and 4. They was going to be the example of wickedness and the police for the Lord when he punished his chosen race. So these are the people that saying peace and safety. They have a money system, the euro, the dollar, the pound. These currencies are number one in the world. They are ruling. So when their currency crash, that's when destruction is coming. But it won't crash until they bring in the Revelation 13. See? That's the whole purpose of the crash. See, they're making it crash themselves to bring in the Revelation 13. See? So when you go to let's see here. Zephaniah. I'm thinking Zephaniah chapter 1. It talks about that. It says, starting at verse 10, and it shall come to pass in that day, says the Lord, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crash A great crashing from the hills. And what's the hills? The hills means kingdoms and governments. Mountains means kingdoms and governments. Jeremiah 51:25. See, that great mountain, Mount Seir. See, Mount Seir is a representation for the nation of Edom. It's going to be a great crash with these red dragons and their money system, their dollar. See, the dollar symbol, I think, is a Egyptian god or something. But anyway, it says, how, verse 11, how, ye inhabitants of Mektesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. See, the money system is going to crash, and the so-called white man rulership will be and would become and come to an end. And because he's bringing it to an end, he's sabotaging himself. And let's see what the Lord said in Revelation. Really, let me get this before I close out, because this just speaks volume to what this man is doing. Now, I just hit 16 now. 16, 14. Okay, look at what it said. Verse 14, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles. Now look at them. Look at this. It say working miracles. When you break down the Revelation 13, and this whole situation is gonna seem like a miracle, because it said by his miracle. Let's go to Revelation 13. Oh, have mercy. Look at this thing, man. Look at verse 14 of Revelation 13. And deceive them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles. Who was deceiving them? The beast, the nation of Edom. That's who was deceiving them. See, because the beast was being in control of the other nations. See, the beast was being rolled upon on a whore. The whore was Babylon the Great America. America had the dollar. You see, and the dollar was the one that was reigning over the other kings, the other Edomites. See, it was above the pound, above the euro. It's the world currency, and it's controlling them. See, he deceived them by the miracles. What miracle? The miracle is going to be the next few verses. That's why after 14, he started breaking down what that miracle was going to be. See, he deceived them by the miracle. Now let's go back to 16. He say, for they are the spirit of devils. Devil just means deception, man. He deceived them. That's all it meant. He deceived them by those miracles. And so this situation that he's bringing, when his dollar crash, this is what's going to cause all hell to break loose, because his dollar going to crash, his people going to go crazy. See, they going to hit the trumpet like 2nd Ezra 6 say, and they going to go crazy and fight one another, and then that's when they going to seem weak. And the horn, let's go ahead and get it. The 10 horns, verse 16. The 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. See, this is why the hatred is going to come towards Babylon, because Babylon is going to be the one whose dollar's going to crash, who's going to implement, because Babylon got the world currency. See, Babylon started the World Bank in 1944 up in New Hampshire, wherever the heck, one of these states in America. They the one brought all the gold to America and tricked the world in 1971 to go with the gold standard. See? or get rid of the gold standard, however you want to word it. Then America they the one gonna implement the thing first because they dollar is the central is the global currency. It's the currency that mean everything. See, so when they dollar got to crash, so when the dollar the global currency crash, now the other situation can go global also. But see, that's why he's saying Job. Let's go ahead. I want to get that second address, but second address 16 talk about the all hell gonna break loose when these people ain't got no food. When they living like the Zimbabwe people, all hell is gonna break loose because these ain't no Zimbabwe people. See, these are American, a brain dead zombie community, and they gonna go crazy due to the prophecy. Now I want to get Job and I think it's 21 or 20. Let's go with 20 right quick. And if it's yes, yes. Let's go ahead and get it. Okay. 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. See, these dragons gonna put that money system gonna crash, that dollar gonna crash, and these dragons gonna be happy because they done made it crash, and now they can bring in their other system, they great reset. And that's when the people gonna go crazy, and the Lord is gonna bring his fury and his wrath, and that rain is gonna be that fire coming from them 10 kings, them other nations, the NATO and the EU, turning his back on America because they already said, America even know, them people are not going to turn on Russia and fight against Russia. It's not going to happen. They already know they are not going to fight against Russia. So what they going to do is come and fight against America. See, and that dollar going to crash, so now they have no need for America. And they, the Chinese, the Iranians, the Russians, they coming up with their own currency. See, because after they blow up America, then they got to deal with the Israelites, the 144,000, the angels, Yahweh Shai. See, that's what's going to be going down. But I'm going to leave it there. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakadash, Quadash. All praises, double honor to the elders pushing the truth, peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the descendants of slaves scattered around the globe, on slave ships, and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.